Hi, welcome back everyone to 32 Ways. We're on day 3, and day three's word is receive. So let's start this video with a small experiment, if you will. Go ahead and get comfortable in your seats. And if it feels good, close your eyes. So just relaxing your body, letting go, listening to the sound of my voice. And I want to invite you to place your arms in a way that you're opening to receive a gift. So if it helps, imagine someone coming towards you about to hand you a present and you opening your hands, your arms in such a way to receive. And you can do this in a big way, maybe leaning out or into it or in a soft way. Just bringing your body to a comfortable position, opening to receive. And I want you to see what you notice. What does it feel like for you right now to open, to receive energy, a gift? Does it feel uncomfortable? Do you feel closed off? Are you so excited and in need to receive that you're leaning out of your chair? Does it feel like a longing? Good. When you feel ready, come on back, opening your eyes, relaxing your hands and arms. All of us have a preference towards stillness or action. Sometimes it's a mix in between. And a lot of times, based on the way we're domesticated in the world, we're consistently asked and expected to perform, to move, to get things done, to mark things off the checklist. And so we get into this sense of this grind of movement, and we may have needs that don't go addressed or even noticed because of this perpetual sense of being in motion. And we touched on this last video about this art and gift of beginning to slow down and notice, which is going to be a big part of each one of our videos, right? So we're bringing our lens or our consciousness towards something. And just by doing that, some days it's really enough for us to have a pretty big epiphany about what it is that we need or ways we need to redirect our energy. So our capacity and willingness to receive has a direct relationship to how we connect in the world. And receiving is an important end of being in connection with anyone, with life, and most certainly with ourselves. And noticing the places where we feel blocked around this, and this could be for lots of different reasons. Maybe we feel unworthy. Maybe we feel scared around bringing something new in or energy in, or we feel shut down. However, in that place where, in another way that I call receiving is a yin stance, as in yin and yang. And a yin stance, yin energy is the nighttime. It's really this sense of softness, it's receptivity, it's our capacity to open and listen. And in a receptive state, what we're also opening to is our willingness to drop into that place where we listen silently with our only intent being to understand more. To be able to understand more. So us opening to our bodies are being in more of a receptive or yin stance can help us to open up into what I call more of a zoom out state of taking in maybe in more of a present or conscious way what's actually happening in front of you every day. The gifts of it, the joy of it, the presentness it can bring. And from an energetic standpoint, being open to receive is really essential for our being and bodies. A lot of times we end up in a cycle where we're going, going, going and pushing all of our energy out and giving all that we can. We have to recognize for our own health, our own sense of feeling that connection to ourself and our world, it's important to stop and check in around receiving. And I just had this morning, and this feeling sense of how important it is to stop and open and say to life, I need support, right? This is another way it can look. When we begin to enter a frame of mind where I have to do it alone, I have to do it by myself, this is my responsibility, and all of that may be true, right? Receiving, on the end of receiving or taking responsibility for our lives can be really powerful and enriching. And where it tends to go towards an extreme is the places where you feel like you're alone and you have to do it yourself. And this is where the disconnect starts to come in. So, where are some places you can begin to open to support, being willing to receive the messages of life, to open to understanding your internal process, your outside world more? All of those are gifts when you open to receive. And I pulled 3 cards to help us just deepen our understanding. So the question being, how can I begin receiving or opening to receive in such a way that it's beneficial for my life? And in the position of what may help to let go of in order to do this, once you know it's our old pal, the King of Swords, in a reversal position. So it looks like we're moving more and more into a place where that tyranny energy is, and specifically in our mental body that's really bossing us around. Maybe that's the voice that's saying you're unworthy or you're not good enough. That sense is beginning to drop away. We can trust everything moves, everything shifts, everything changes. And even in the cards, the reversals are a great example of that, of energy being movable, right? In the upright and the reversed position. So continuing to open to let go of that mental process that's really hard on you. Present card, Page of Wands, is reversed. Where can you begin opening to more humans, places, and things that inspire you and really elicit this sense of optimism? So beginning to seek those out, beginning to bring your attention towards shifting that can really help your life fire and your optimism and sense of inspiration. So I'm seeing that right now. For what the energy is moving towards, what you can take with you today, I see the Star card. The Star card. Star card is about confidence, and it's a quiet confidence. And it's coming from that wise place that we talked about in the last video, of really taking in and observing life, of really being able to step back to receive and open and listen in bigger ways. And this will actually, in fact, open or instill a greater sense of confidence in ourselves and what we're here to do. So I leave you with that. Take what's useful, dismiss what's not. All my love to each one of you. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.